Shabbat Shalom.
Shalom.
Well, I told you already. What is our parsha this Shabbat? Vayakhel-Pekudei. It's a double portion, and it's the last parsha of the book of Exodus, right, as we're getting ready to prepare for Passover. And today is very appropriate that Heather was singing about Shabbat. This is Shabbat HaChodesh, and this is one of the last 4 Shabbatot leading up to Passover, and it's where we are meant to begin counting our months and our cycle of our Jewish calendar. Everyone thinks that the calendar starts at Rosh Hashanah, but really it starts with Passover. Last week, we celebrated Purim, where we were meant to stomp out evil, to eradicate it, and instead we were meant to manifest joy, great and abundant joy. We are meant to flip the script. What is bad is good, what is good is bad, and we are meant to turn around things. What's down is up. Historically, evil tends to seek us out around our holiest or most celebratory days, Purim, Passover, High Holy Days. And it's sad that this horrific cycle continues to this day of good against evil, with casualties on every side. The Megillah, we heard so beautifully chanted last week by Dan and Mark and Erica, thank you so much, is quoted as stating, wherever it says, "and it came to pass," it is a sign of impending tragedy. Now, the Midrash states, wherever it says, "and there will be," that is a sign of impending joy. It seems as if we are always dwelling between the two, and it's a delicate and sometimes precarious dance. Our double Torah reading this Shabbat reiterates the building and the execution of the Mishkan. Why? We heard all about it. Why is it saying it again? Nothing is random in the Torah. Everything serves a specific purpose. When things are repeated, either in the same verse, which is called a rerun, or in multiple parshiot, we are meant to take special notice. We are finishing the book of Exodus, which involves our entire development and redemption as a people. It was a magnificent and also harrowing journey. Sometimes we were good, and sometimes we were very, very bad. Building the Mishkan comes on the heels of receiving the commandments, building the golden calf, getting a second set of tablets, and Moses trekking up and down the mountain multiple times to plead with God on our behalf and to try to restore order and, yes, to keep us in line. Why? So at the end of our journey, we will truly merit the promised land. We didn't then, and even now we are constantly fighting to keep it and engaged in an ongoing struggle in our homeland and around the world to stay alive, to stay relevant, acknowledged, and vibrant as Jews. With bombings, mass kidnappings, and shootings, it's as harrowing as when Haman planned to execute us all on the gallows that he built. This Shabbat, we build a dwelling place for God and carry it with us wherever we go. Thousands of years later, we still are. It is said that we all have Torah inside of us. God is there too. It is important to remember that when all around us is chaos and seemingly never-ending destruction and doom. However, we are a part of a glorious, never-ending story where Adonai is our rock and our Redeemer, a story we will continue to honor and retell every Shabbat, on High Holy Days, and with our Seder at Pesach. We are a people of the book. We are meant to be a light unto the nations and a kingdom of priests, which is why at the Birkat Kohanim, the priestly benediction, I have us all bless each other, unlike other rabbis. Our challenge is to remember this when all about us is war and a constant struggle for survival. It is said anything worth having does not necessarily come easy, and sometimes it comes at a great cost. As we go through this Shabbat toward Passover in less than 3 weeks, let us hang on to the knowledge that the path forward is filled with light, We just need to defend it and tap into it. The light inside of us, and when we do not give in to despair or lose hope, that is when the darkness doesn't win. We will prevail. God is our rock and our Redeemer. On this Shabbat HaChodesh, which signifies the beginning of the counting of months and truly is our new year, as a people with a purpose and a destiny. Let us connect to the divine within ourselves and with each other. Let us continue to show up for our many events, show up for Shabbat, show up at the Seder, and celebrate being alive, being Jewish, and a community of Emet. In so doing, we are doing our part to keep Judaism alive, as well as maintaining and executing the divine purpose we were all charged with, to donate, to build, and to continually create the space for God to dwell among us. May God continue to bless us with divine light and protection so that we can dwell one day in the promise and in peace. King Yiratzon, may it be God's will. Shabbat Shalom.
Shalom.